Welcome back to The Ledge Rebooted. I'm Josh, joined by
Brody.
Ethan.
A-Mac.
Noah.
And we got a new boy here. We got Logan.
Yup.
What up, bro?
We got a lot to talk about today.
I guess we can start with last week, college football.
I don't want to.
Yeah. But first we can talk about Michigan State. Defense showed up to play. I think they played good enough to beat Ohio State, but the offense is just miserable, and there's not much more to say than that. And I think it's been miserable for about 3 years now. Not miserable. Last year wasn't terrible, but the last 3 years it's been underperforming for what their standard should be. And I think there needs to be a change in offensive coordinator.
Would you attribute that to a change in the style of quarterback they have? Like, do you think Warner can only work with pocket passers?
I don't think he can work with anyone. I think Connor Cook is just so good he made up for how bad Warner is, if that makes sense.
Warner might be the worst offensive coordinator in college football.
Because I think Lewerke's talented, but he's nowhere near Connor Cook or Kirk Cousins. And I think those two just made up for how bad Warner was. So they didn't, even though the play calling was bad, they're just so talented that it didn't matter. Because at times, even back in like the Rose Bowl days, I'd watch a play and be like, what the hell are they doing?
Like, just garbage.
Yeah.
Like, just straight not good. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's, like, boring play calling. Like, he'll try and take risks, and it's just stupid stuff. Like, he's running, like, triple end rounds and stuff like that. Like,
Or we fumble in the end zone and then get the ball back in the first play we run an option to our backup quarterback who's not a running quarterback and fumble it again.
Just run an end
Like,
around.
why are we running motion in the end zone? Why are we putting
In
our
our own
receiver in
end
motion
zone.
in the?
Just, it's frustrating.
Yeah,
MSU's
it's hard to watch.
MSU's just disappointing this year. What's their record? 6-4. Yeah, I mean they'll still make a bowl game, obviously, but
They remind me a lot of Michigan last year.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
struggles at quarterback, good defense, and then
Yeah.
no offensive production.
Mm.
I can agree with that.
And pretty much, like, any important game, just lose
They
it.
look like they're in it, but then they can't pull it out.
Yeah.
Michigan didn't put 60 up on Rutgers.
No, there's a tough offensive performance in the first half. A little bit of struggle to get the ball moving in the run game, but Shea Patterson had a really good game. 3 touchdowns, 18 to 27, 260 yards.
The thing is, Michigan can play as bad as all the players on their team have ever played in their life, and they're probably still
Yeah,
beating
they're still
Rutgers.
beating Rutgers.
I think Rutgers has improved a little bit. But
They have.
They're still the worst team in the
Yeah.
league.
They're not the same team that had 78 put on them,
Yeah.
for sure.
But they're still
They're still
very bad.
Yeah,
Very
their
bad.
quarterback, I believe, threw 2 of 6 for 0 yards.
They had that one running back. He was kind of going dumb though. Pacheco.
Yeah, so I believe was he the one who broke that 80-yard
Yeah.
run? Yeah.
How got an 80-yard run broke on you?
Yeah, there's no high score.
Yeah.
Couldn't be my team. My team would never.
My
give up.
team would run a sweep to a tight end to get 3 yards.
Well, Higdon didn't get 100 yards, so I said we should just bench him next week. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Doesn't deserve a starting spot.
Unbelievable.
Lazy.
Not a hard worker.
Yeah.
Lazy.
He hand it off to a hard worker like Ben Mason more. So he'll go out there and make a play for him with his IQ.
Ron Higdon relies too much on his
Was
athleticism.
it-
All he cares about now is his stats. He doesn't care about the team winning. He just wants to get a high draft pick in the NFL. Ben Mason's out there trying to win games for the team.
Ben Mason is a true Michigan man who cares about the program and getting his degree in education and the values behind Michigan.
Yeah,
I don't know if Higdon's all the way there. I hope he is. But it seems like he cares about his stats a lot.
If it were the 1940s, Ben Mason would win the Heisman.
He probably would, to be honest.
He'd be the quarterback. He'd be the
And
kicker.
no one would be able to tackle him because he's like,
Yeah, he's
back then,
big
like
body.
people go to tackle is like,
And Karan Higdon would not be allowed to play football back then.
yes, it's true.
That's
It's
true.
true.
I feel like any Heisman before any sort of merger just
But
shouldn't be allowed.
let's get off that
Yeah,
topic.
let's
Let's
not
get off that
talk
topic.
about
Okay.
that.
Can we talk about how Brandon Peters got the offense rolling again in the second half? Played
We can't.
one
No.
snap, hand off to Chris Evans, 60-yard touchdown run. He's the only one who could hand the ball off that well. I think that speaks to why he's got the backup
He's
role
better
over
than
Joe
Patterson.
Milton. Yeah,
Better than Patterson.
Joe Milton's not as smart as.
yeah. Joe Milton's not smart enough to make that handoff.
Going back on now that we're talking about quarterbacks, I want to talk about Michigan State. I think Lombardi and Lewerke. I think Lombardi healthy is better than Lewerke injured, but I still don't think there's much. People act like if Lombardi played all year, they'd be like have one loss. That's completely untrue. Lombardi's not.
They'd have as many losses as they have right now.
He's he's more exciting because he's not injured right now, and he's the backup quarterback's always the favorite person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the fans' favorite
Yeah.
player.
If we still had Messiah DeWeaver, we'd be
I
cold.
don't agree
Well,
with that.
no.
He's still, it's not the quarterback,
Still be
it's the
6-4.
system. Yeah.
Last chance you.
Yeah.
Then he got hurt, I'm pretty sure.
No, he's like winning like I don't know what it is, like the Heisman for that level. Yeah, like he's going nuts.
cold.
They're 11-0.
Well,
He got
they're
an
a good
offer from
program.
LSU. Yeah.
Joe Burrow better watch his back.
Well,
But
you
Joe
should be
Burrow's
watching
a-
his back anyway.
Joe Burrow trash.
I think the O-line has something to do with the performance
Yeah,
by the
that-
QB
Say it.
chief.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
another
all
thing
the
that's
time.
similar
But that's
to
what I'm saying. I think
Michigan.
it's the whole offense
Yeah.
of system, not just the quarterback.
Yeah, like I think I got in an argument about that with some Michigan fans last year. They were saying like all we needed was a quarterback and like nothing else. But like the quarterback was bad because the line was bad, and the receivers struggled because they don't have a quarterback to throw to them, and the running
Yeah.
backs can't run with a bad line. Like everything comes together,
Even
and it's not just.
I mean,
one thing.
it still would have helped though.
It would help to
to not
have
have
a
O'Corn.
playmaker like we do now, but
even O'Corn, like I'm sure he's not that bad at football
yeah.
as he played last
Yeah,
year.
I'm sure if he had a
Yeah,
decent
Michigan.
line, like he might win a game or two more.
Yeah,
Is he a future New York Giant?
I just can't
Didn't
get over.
O'Corn?
I just
I
can't
think
get
he got
over
sacked
Eli.
like
I
6 or
reckon
7
defense.
times against Michigan
Just
State.
can't get over that.
O'Corn's better than Eli.
I don't know about that.
I don't
Yes.
know.
Eli sucks.
No, you're
Yes. No, Eli sucks.
Well, according
Eli
to some
has
of
2
you,
rings.
According
so-
to some of
Okay,
you
so
guys,
source
you
now.
think O'Corn's better than Dak?
He
O'Corn
probably
is better
yeah,
than Dak.
yeah, you guys really
Dak's
hate
a
on
lazy
Dak.
bum.
Dak sucks, dude. He's terrible.
Dak Prescott.
Imagine
might
if
be
he
the
didn't have
worst.
Zeke ever. Dak. He'd be like Nathan Peterman.
My gosh.
He already
Peterman
is
finally
Nathan
got cut.
Peterman.
Peterman's better.
He's Nathan
That's a
Peterman with some
horrible take.
athleticism. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Okay, so now that we're on the
At least
NFL
Peterman cares
topic,
about the team.
Peterman
do
finally
we want
got
to talk
cut.
about somebody's NFL team in Detroit?
I'm not talking about them.
How much do they lose by?
12.
Too much.
They're down to 26 at halftime.
And now they are
Garbage time Stafford.
3 and
3 and
6.
6.
No,
Exactly.
They're gonna finish
Deep-
last in the division.
Yeah.
I agree.
They will.
They're
Yes.
not good.
I have a thing.
My
Everyone
Browns.
likes to say this garbage time Stafford, but I think Jim Bob Cooter, when he first got there, the offense was good, right? The offense was better, and I think it's because like no one had figured it out. But I don't think he's changed one thing since the day he got there. I don't think they've changed one thing. I don't think they've gotten a new game plan for any game. And I think eventually
all they
throughout
did
the
was
game-
rid themselves of an elite wide receiver.
Yeah, and I think throughout the game, Stafford just figures it out since he's such a good player, and I think he kind of takes it on his own. And I think that's why he always gets better in the fourth quarter. I think it's partially, when you watching like the early game, it's the offense is holding him back in the system that they're running.
The screen pass on 3rd and 18.
Yep, and the draws on 3rd and 12.
Their line is very bad, too.
Yeah,
The line
that's-
the line has good individual
There's kind of
players.
6 sacks.
They're not a good
Yeah.
unit though.
Yeah.
Week before that, 10. Wagner's.
Yeah, and I have to hear about how it's Stafford's fault that he's getting sacked.
Yeah.
No.
He's still
And
two
they also got-
interceptions, though.
They also got rid of a great wide receiver too, which doesn't help with being able to find a receiver before you get sacked. So
Yeah, it's a good thing we got a 3rd round draft pick. I'm so excited.
can't wait till they draft a project offensive lineman that will end up backing up somebody, and when they get hurt.
6'2", 280-pound lineman out of like some Ivy League school. Can't wait to hear about his football IQ.
Very
He
good.
gets blown up in practice for 5 years and blows out his knee and never plays again. I love being a Lions fan.
We're all gonna be the clown on
My
this-
Browns.
We're all gonna be the clown on The Simpsons when that 3rd round pick ends up being like an all pro like defensive end.
No, we're just. I think
No,
the
they're
Lions are
taking a
just building
defense
up the
at first
practice
round.
squad to improve practices. They're just building up the practice squad.
Yeah, they want better
More
practice.
competitiveness.
We
I
gotta
mean, they
start
need it.
Honestly,
right
if we're
place.
tanking, trade away Stafford too.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Jeez.
Give
Stafford's
him-
still got about 8
Give him
good
to the
years left.
Giants,
Who-
Chief.
For what?
Who are we
do
getting?
yeah.
Who are we
Another
getting as
pick.
quarterback? Rudock?
And who are we gonna draft? What quarterback are we gonna draft? This is a weak draft for quarterbacks.
No, trade for next year's first rounder.
Yeah, we
from
can get
them.
next
We-
year's.
We can get Tua.
Didn't O'Corn sign on the Lions or something like that?
That'd be something.
Didn't O'Corn sign for the Lions?
I don't want to
No.
hear it.
Get
I
out of
already
here.
have Jake Rudock.
Get rid of Stafford, put in O'Corn.
Jake Rudock's so bad, bro.
He's
I
not
remember when
that
he-
bad.
I don't know,
He's not
Chief.
good.
Every time he comes
He's
in,
on
he
a
throws an
form level,
interception.
but
Man.
he's not elite.
Oh, for the Lions, yeah, but he's not like out of college. He's not a bad player.
He was like a college Alex Smith.
Yeah, pretty much. He didn't. He
What?
just kind of managed the game. Alex Smith I see what he's
Are
saying.
you good on
Yeah.
your big Alex Smith praise right now?
Yeah, I'm an Alex Smith supporter.
Alex Smith,
Sympathizer.
because that's exactly Jake Rudock at Michigan. He was good enough to win them games, but he wasn't good enough to like win them a championship or win them anything important.
Yeah, like he had a game he threw 5 touchdowns. Like he has the
Yeah.
arm capability. He was mostly a game manager.
Yeah,
How do you guys feel about Des Bryant going out though?
That's
that-
sad.
I
the Saints
support him.
kinda
He got his check.
They're gonna. I think they're gonna resign him though.
I think the
Someone will.
Saints would have ran it this year if he was healthy.
Honestly, at this point, Lions sign him. We need
Sign him
something.
when he's out.
I need
was-
something
yeah.
to blame.
I feel bad for him since he got hurt after he got
Yeah,
cut
it
and
was
stuff.
sad.
But the thing is, I don't know if that was a good move by the Saints either, because I don't know if I'd want to. They just beat an undefeated team. They're obviously a great team already. Why would you want to bring in a guy that got cut because he was a locker room cancer?
Maybe because
Why take that chance?
Horrible. His team wasn't good.
I mean, still.
I mean, obviously.
I mean,
someone
Michael
with the ball.
Thomas is
He's
been
in a
their
he's in a
only
no.
I think
receiver.
what they
Cam
ne-
Meredith got hurt.
they need to take the
and their
attention
other
off
two
Michael
back
Well, they
Thomas.
just signed somebody.
Michael
they
Thomas still making about 12
I don't know
catches
who
a
it was,
game.
but they
Yeah,
just signed
but that's the
somebody.
thing. He knows he'll
It's
be
still
back. Like just like
fairly
receiver.
early. Like I
He's
think
not
things
dumb,
can
he's just
change and teams will
got
adjust.
I
Like
don't
they
know,
obviously have a lot of offensive threats, but I think adding another one
Yeah.
can't hurt.
They could have got. What if they would have got Golden Tate? They probably could have.
That would be a much bigger improvement than
Yeah.
Des Bryant, but
I still think the Saints are going to run this.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
That's what
I think they're definitely a contender.
It's definitely going to be. I hope it's Saints Rams.
Because you also have Kamara, who's like basically a slot receiver.
yeah.
and
Angel
one of the
went
best
nuts.
running backs
Yeah.
in the league, and Mark Ingram.
That's what I'm saying. Like he has the
only-
capability.
The
He's
only
like a.
non-tubby Alabama running back.
TJ
What would they be
Yeldon?
feeding them? Well, I guess Derrick
Yeah,
Henry's not
Yeldon.
tubby.
Yeldon's
Feeding
not
him.
tubby.
Derrick Henry's just
Who's
big.
the Eddie Lacy's the
Yeah,
tubby
Eddie
one.
Lacy and
Trent Richardson.
Trent Richardson.
Fat ass. Some bums.
Big fella, you played yourself. Have to get to editing now.
You already played me earlier.
Yeah.
All right, nobody
What'd I
cares.
say? I didn't say anything.
Is Eddie Lacy still in
And
the league?
No.
There's
I was gonna
no
say
way.
It's
he was
hell, it's a
he was a big fella towards the end there.
Yeah, he was.
He was a big.
He was
fella.
in Seattle like 2 years ago.
I think
3
it
years
says
ago? When was Eddie Lacy last in the league?
says he's a free agent. but,
Last season in the buffet. Him and the tubby.
Him and Zion.
Zion?
Yeah.
Do we want to transition to college basketball?
looks
so
Yeah,
we
while
talk
we're talking about
70
fat players,
Yeah.
Zion Williamson does not respect the troops.
Yeah.
Not a class act.
Zion's
Had-
trash.
Ran up the score on
Basketball.
Army. He hates his country.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you right now. I don't think Zion's that good of a player. I just think he overpowers everyone. He's just more athletic than everyone. He just dunks. That's all he can do.
He's lazy.
Yeah.
He's really a bum.
I
Everyone-
think that's Brody. I think what you just described is the attributes to a good basketball player.
No, he can't shoot. He can't shoot. He's not an elite defender.
He's not a good basketball
So,
player. He's a
just-
good athlete.
Yeah,
I mean, he's fat, but he's a good athlete.
like he can jump and dunk, and that's it.
Obese.
Man weighs a
He's a
good
fat
395.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm being completely honest right now. I don't think he'll be anything special in the NBA. Yes, he'll have a role in the NBA. I don't think he's anything special.
Definitely going to be hitting the team buffets.
Derek Nix with a dunk package.
Yes. I mean, I don't think he'll be anything special in the NBA. Like, do you guys think he's gonna be like a top 10 player one day or something?
I mean, he's
Well,
definitely
I
going to be
don't
a top
know,
10
I just
player.
think
I feel like
he's
he
going to be a
could
top
play
10
in the
pick,
NBA.
but not a player. I think his knees are going to have to give out. Like, when you weigh 300 pounds and you're jumping that high regularly, your knees are going to give out at some point.
I don't know.
And
I think
I'm worried about that. I'm worried about his health.
Like, I certainly don't expect him to be the next LeBron or anything.
I
but
think he's gonna go to the NBA and
I
get on
think
his.
he can
I
go
mean,
in
he
the
could be
NBA
like 2
and-
LeBrons.
His,
I'm
it's
just saying,
LeBron
I think he
ain't
can go in the
LeBron.
NBA and do something.
I
I
think,
think
his,
he'll go to the NBA and get on his like 12.8 points per game and like 7.4
I think
rebounds
his
and like
ceiling is
shoot 42%.
And
His
then after
ceiling
he
is
blows
Jason
out his knee,
Richardson.
everybody's going to be posting his like recruiting highlight tape
Yeah.
on Twitter.
And
Like,
be like,
remember
"Oh,
how
look,"
great he was?
yeah.
After
Yeah.
he
What-
snaps
what
his
he
leg
could've
like
been.
Karis LeVert.
I definitely. Ooh, that was tough.
Tough
Red,
scene.
yeah.
Tough
Red.
scene.
I definitely think Zion's ceiling is like Jason Richardson, and his floor is Anthony Bennett. Like,
Yeah,
I think
he
he-
definitely could be a bum.
I
Like,
Fat
that's-
Vince Carter.
a fat Vince Carter.
I don't know if he'll be that good because Vince
Yeah, he's
Carter had
not
a jump
quite
shot.
Vince
yeah.
Carter level, but anyway.
He's just a fat LeBron. That's what they say.
Well,
With no basketball ability.
yeah.
No IQ.
Fat college
With
KD
Tubby.
with no talent.
He ruined it.
Yeah, he ruined college basketball.
All he can do is dunk and do fancy layups on Bleacher
And
Report
eat.
and eat. Man's at the buffet every other night.
He's using up his meal plan already.
Yeah.
Good thing that man's leaving after 1 year. He wasn't gonna have anything to eat the rest of the year, big fella.
Yeah, he'll be there for one
Yeah,
semester.
Duke's giving him the check and go wherever he wants.
That's true.
It's true. My man's
Coach K gave him the
he's
check
eating
so
good.
he can hit up the dollar menu at McDonald's nightly.
My man's not eating off the dollar menu. My man eats 3 Big Macs, 3 large fries.
That's what I'm saying, big
Yeah,
fella.
he gets
the 4
meals.
quarter pounders, big fella, off the dollar menu.
Man eats a pound of McDonald's every night.
This man's on his supersize meat.
He uses grease to fuel his jumping ability.
We don't have supersize anymore. Give me 2 larges.
Zion's such a bum. That's trash. RJ Williamson, some heat though. Or
R.J. Williamson,
Barrett?
the old Michigan
Barrett.
State safety, he is some heat.
God, RJ Barrett's some heat.
He
So,
is.
That entire team's some
R.J.
heat.
Barrett probably the first overall pick because he can do
He'll be
everything.
better than Zion.
Yeah,
Trey Jones is some heat too. Tyus Jones' little brother. Man's cold.
I think he'll be a sleeper in the draft too because people are going to overlook him because all the people on his team that take shots away from him.
I mean, he'll probably still end up being a lottery pick.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like he
Yeah.
probably
It's
is.
like
If
that
he went,
Kentucky team that had all those players.
yeah, Devin Booker kind of fell in.
I
don't want to hear any.
I
praise
think
about Devin Booker.
Zion's stats are so good right now because he's getting carried by the team around him.
Yeah.
He's a system player
Yeah.
when it comes down to it.
He scores off the benefits.
Tom Brady
of-
of college basketball.
Yeah, just off the benefits of his.
ESPN.
No,
just loves
I actually
watching
think-
dunks.
Well, Tom Brady's in better shape than he is.
Since he's
anyway.
since he's so fat, Zion, and like big, I think he just physically dominates people, and that's why he's so good. Because no one in college is his size, but once he hits the NBA, people are gonna bully him. 'cause
People have tried to make that argument about LeBron. Like LeBron's just bigger than everyone. You can just bully him, but he's the
LeBron-
greatest basketball player of all
He's
time.
good at basketball.
LeBron's got a jumper. LeBron's got.
LeBron has literally everything.
Yeah.
Except for
free
free throws.
LeBron
except
can
for some
pass.
defense.
Average jumper. I'm not saying that he's gonna have a.
Well, yeah, but it's above average.
He doesn't have.
He's above average 3-point percentage.
Isn't Zion shooting 100% from 3?
1 for 1. I don't want to hear
Did
it.
he make one against our troops?
I don't
Disrespect-
know.
Against,
Did he
he made
disrespect
one
our
against
country
Kentucky.
even more?
He made one against Kentucky.
Think how mad the people are in Kentucky right now, though. Not only did this man run rampant on your team, he also disrespected the troops that Kentucky people are
Yeah.
very.
They love their Eminem and their military.
Their two favorite rappers. Their 2 favorite rappers were Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. They were lost during that beef. They didn't know what to do.
The least favorite rapper is the ones that Zion's opened up to eat out of, big fella.
Stop. Zion's favorite holidays.
0 for 1 for 3. Can't even make the big ones.
He definitely made a 3.
Not
0
against
for 1
Army.
against Army,
Oh,
so he's
against
50% of the year.
Missed him on purpose because he respects the troops.
No.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
Welcome back. We were rudely interrupted
Once again,
I feel like the third
rudely
time.
interrupted.
Every other day.
Okay, so would we like to get into some more college basketball closer to home?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So Ricky Doyle made a return to East Lansing.
I don't even know if I want to call it a return.
How many points did he put up?
Like 4.
5 points on 2 of 5 shooting and let up 25 and 10.
40%.
Your
pretty good.
former power forward / center.
Okay, but in all seriousness, Michigan State, I think they have like the offense that they have a great offense, and like when they're on shooting, I think they're gonna be hard to beat,
They can't defend the big guys.
and not the
Can't
good
defend
big
the big
guys,
ones.
yes. They can't, and also, I think their turnover prone offense is what results in them having a bad defense because they have to get out. The other team gets to get out and run when it's turnover. And I don't think their defense is that bad. I just think the turnovers is what makes it look worse.
I think
Giving
it's
up.
a lot of laziness. Like I see that Izzo's tried to work in like some more like gritty and hardworking players this year, but I honestly think the defensive struggles come from having so many lazy players on the floor at once. Like I think they're learning to play as a team still, but there's just too many selfish players out there.
I just think it's because they don't have a shot blocker like Jaren Jackson.
I think
That they
Bingham
relied on last
could
year.
be that, but he still needs to develop
Yeah,
into
he's
like
very
a college
raw.
player's body.
Yeah.
He needs to get on the Zion program.
Eating nine things of Panda Express a day.
Yeah. So basically, like Michigan State's struggles are their defense and their good on offense, which is basically the opposite of what Michigan is.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them play one game this year. I've just seen box scores. And
It's
been
pretty
like,
boring.
They just
Oof.
it's
They
like
just play defense and then
they just
don't
like
do anything
play it
else.
in a way they know they can win. They're not like doing anything they don't have to. Just kind of like shooting easy shots when they're there and then playing defense. They're not.
Are
so
they
they got
playing-
their Virginia.
Yeah, they're not really making things work, like doing
They
anything
are.
flashy. Because I don't think they've gelled yet because they lost, I believe, 3 starters.
Are they playing smart
Yeah.
though?
Oh yeah, they're playing smart.
They're playing
Gotta be
smart.
on.
They have a couple like really high IQ players in the starting lineup now.
All right.
In Brzdikis and John Teskey. John Teskey's a program guy. He's been there. He knows the system. Like, he's not the most talented player, but he knows what's going on. And he can
very
lead the
hardworking.
team.
Very hard.
What about Jordan Poole? Is he starting?
Jordan Poole.
He is starting. He's struggling a bit this year. I don't know if he wasn't working as hard as he needed to be in the offseason.
I think he was just relying on
Yeah, he's
his
really
athleticism.
he's
His
really
his
talented.
shooting ability.
He's really talented. There's no doubt about that. But I don't know if he's I don't know if he's gritty enough
How
in
many
practices. And
He doesn't
stuff.
have that Kyle Arns in him.
Yeah, he's not that blue collar worker.
How many shots did he put up last year? Like a game?
Not many. Like,
Did he get a lot of steals?
usually he'd get a couple of steals. His biggest thing was like he'd make threes when they mattered, but he's never taken more than 8 shots in a game ever.
Is he a pretty good
geez.
defender or not really?
He plays aggressive
He's working
defense,
on it.
but it gets him in trouble sometimes if he gets beat.
He'll turn into a
Actually,
good defender.
I have some trust in Jordan Poole. I was just
Charles
saying, like,
Matthews, I think he's actually did turn around in the second game, but I still see that he's, for some reason, even though he's a 5-star, he does not look like a polished player at all to me. He dribbles the ball like off his foot regularly. His shot's ugly.
Bjorn can't develop him.
Is he a
Calipari couldn't
Oh,
develop him
yeah.
either, Chief.
He'll develop him, just not till March.
Is he
He's a
a junior?
junior now, I believe. Or could be a senior. He played 1 year at Kentucky. He had to sit out a year at Michigan, and now he played last year, so he's a senior now.
All right. So
Yeah.
I guess maybe
He's
later.
a
Then he
really-
redshirted or he transferred? You can do that. If you're transferring, you can redshirt if you haven't used your redshirt yet.
It's true.
He may have then. So, but
Probably
he's
did.
a 4th-year player.
Yeah.
Either way, so yeah, he is a good defender and he can knock down shots and score sometimes. I just don't know how well he fits into their system.
So he's almost like he's like a bucket getter more than
yeah,
he
he's
is
kind of just there.
Yeah.
He's the guy that doesn't really fit.
like Devin Booker. He'll put up points for you, but he's not winning you any games.
How are you about to slander Devin Booker all the time?
How
Yeah,
many
how?
wins? Steph Curry, the Warriors
Does he have a
had
team around him?
no. The Warriors had more wins in that season than Devin Booker has in his NBA career. Think of that.
The war. It's
Think
the
of that.
It's the
It's the
Warriors.
Okay, they
He's
have
on
more
the
wins in one
Suns.
season than Devin Booker is in 3 years.
Okay, on a
Suns,
terrible
big
team.
fella.
I don't care,
He's
big
not
fella.
like he's not LeBron. He can't just carry a team on his back.
He can get more than 20 wins, big fella.
By
hope.
I don't know if he
What
can.
more
I don't
can
know.
he do
I don't
than
know
put
if
the
he
ball in the
can.
basket?
Didn't he put up 70
Exactly,
points
so
and
everyone's
lose?
praising him.
No, I'm
but
saying he puts the ball in the basket. He's doing his job. I don't know what else he can do.
Didn't he put up 70
team
points and
sucks.
lose?
There's only a certain amount of people that can just carry a team on their back.
No
Well,
one.
there's only
I'm not
one person.
asking.
There's
him,
only one person.
I'm not
that can.
asking
He got
him.
carried.
I'm not asking Devin Booker to take his
I mean,
team to the finals.
you
or
kind of
anything.
you seem like it because you're like Devin Booker
They're
can't.
39 and 43 the year they drafted him, and then the next 3 years they win 25 games max.
It's 'cause
what does
they-
that tell you?
They lost Eric Bledsoe and Isaiah Thomas.
No, I just think he's a cancer to the team because I think he just
Chief.
all he does is score. He doesn't help. He doesn't help the team at all.
Are you serious?
Yes, I swear to
Yeah.
God.
Man put up 70
is
and
bad.
still lost.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
slander
Because
someone?
if you give other, oh my gosh, there's not everything's just about how many points you score.
Okay, but the team around
Look
him
at
is
Draymond Green.
cheeks.
Yeah, but he's actually good.
Okay, they got DeAndre. They have Ayton now. They
He
have
just
Josh
got
Jackson.
drafted. They just got
I
drafted.
don't want to hear it, big fella. They got all these draft picks, all these young players. Every year I'm hearing about
Okay,
the Suns going
well-
to make a big step forward.
All
and then
these pieces.
Devin Booker puts up 20 points per game and they lose 57 games. Every year. It's all I hear.
They just
Every
drafted
year,
him.
and they didn't have. They
So
didn't
wouldn't
have
that make
eight
every else on
before-
the team
until this year.
a cancer to the team too?
No, maybe they're good players, but Devin Booker's holding them back because all he does is
Why
shoot.
Devin Booker only?
Because he's the best player.
Exactly. Yes, because he is the best player.
Are you being serious?
Oh
do you
no,
agree
I
with
was
that,
just
though?
feeding into what he was saying.
Okay.
I don't agree with him at all.
Don't agree with his theories.
It's a
Why would
agenda.
anybody agree
I-
with that? Why would
I
anybody
promise
agree with that?
Devin Booker
That's
won't
like-
win a playoff game in his career as long as he's with the Suns.
Okay, well the Suns aren't going anywhere. The Suns aren't going anywhere.
Because the Suns suck.
Because him.
They'll get it.
No.
Maybe get a 7 seed or something. Like they're not going anywhere.
I can't say it's because of him because I'm not there. Like, I don't know how you could possibly say it's only.
Okay, I'm not saying he's costing them games, but he's not helping them.
That's definitely what you
He's
just
not helping.
said.
Fine, he's not helping them win.
He's the only
Okay,
chance
so
of
he's
winning.
not carrying the team on his back.
If you take him off the team, they have the same record.
Sorry,
in
he
my
can't
opinion.
score. Sorry, he can't score 100 points a game.
Take him off the team, they have the same record.
That's not true at all.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, take him off
No.
the team.
One
Who's
of the worst
replacing him?
Who's
defenders.
replacing him if he's
Yeah.
not-
So
not
who are you
the team?
saying? So in this scenario, Devin Booker's off the team. Who's replacing him?
Some bench player on the Suns. I don't know.
They're not winning that many games.
Yes,
they're,
they're not winning 22 games.
They're gonna win like
Probably not.
15.
Without Devin
maybe.
Booker, no, they win like 10.
Oh my
He's the
god.
best player.
Who's gonna play point guard or shooting guard? I don't even know. Who's gonna play guard?
So this is the same argument as Kyrie not being good because his rookie year he struggled with the Cavs team with nobody on it. Like it's the same thing, and it's just not
Man
true.
had Aaron Anderson Varejao,
They had to carry LeBron to the finals.
won LeBron a title.
Good take, Ethan.
Thank you.
It's a quality take. Do you really think that Devin Booker is not a good basketball player?
He shoots 42% across his career.
Oh, that's awful.
He takes.
It's not
that's
very
horrible.
good. It's not very good.
When
You might be
sh-
the worst basketball
When you shoot
player I've
every
ever
shot
heard.
for the team because your team sucks.
How many
That's
points?
not
Maybe the
good.
team
It's not
wouldn't
bad.
suck if he wasn't shooting all the shots.
Yeah, how many shots he average per
game?
game?
How many shots?
19 shots per game. He's 8 for 19 on average.
Because he has to put up all the shots.
Yeah, maybe you wouldn't have to. He passed the damn ball and stop being a ball hog.
How many
19
assists
isn't
has he
even
got
that
in a
many
game?
shots.
It's not that
Gotta
many
be kidding
shots.
me.
Has-
How many shots does your beloved Damian Lillard take a night? Like 30.
Yeah, well,
He's
Damian
the whole
Lillard gets them to
team.
the playoffs, big fella. Devin Booker wins 25 games.
Without Damian Lillard, that team's still making the playoffs.
Oh my,
I
that's
don't
a
know.
terrible
I don't
take.
know. Well,
With CJ McCollum.
I don't know. I don't know, boss. He's
Oh my
one of them
God,
has to
that
put
was an
40 for
awful
them to
take.
win.
Awful
That
take.
team is still making the play over the Suns.
Who else do they have?
They're still going to be a better
Yusuf
team than the
Nurkic.
Suns.
What's he
Nurkic-
doing?
Nurkic is horrible.
Alfred Camino? Evan
He's
Turner's
cold.
bum arse?
All right, that might have been a bad. Here's the refined take. You're telling me that the Blazers without Damian Lillard are worse than the Suns without Devin Booker?
No, because they have CJ McCollum. I never compared Damian Lillard to Devin Booker.
To who?
To Devin Booker.
Well, he's not close to the same player.
Yeah,
Just-
he's 10 times
I just don't
better.
think that Devin Bush is a cancer to the team that's already bad.
I just don't think he's helping them win games.
If you put Devin Booker,
He's
not
helping,
gonna be
he's
any
helping
better
a little
because
bit.
they're
if you put
horrible.
Devin
Definitely
Booker on the
helping a little bit.
Trailblazers, they're still making the playoffs. Instead of Dame, they're still making the playoffs.
Oh, they 100%.
I agree with that.
If Devin Booker was on the-
I
yeah.
agree with that.
yeah. If you
if
trade
Devin
him,
Booker is on the Portland without Dame, they win 35 games and he puts up some cool stats and everyone.
No, I think they.
It's
have
just
still
an
playoffs.
awful
If you trade
take.
Booker for Lillard,
straight up.
the Suns still
No,
don't make
you
the
need
playoffs, and
Pitt.
the Blazers make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
the
If
Suns
you
are not
think
making
Lillard's
playoffs with that.
taking the Suns to the playoffs,
I don't know if he's saying the playoffs, but I think he'd be better than.
they
Portland.
might
Was a
win
better player
35
than Devin
games.
Booker.
Okay, yeah, he'd be a little bit better, but it wouldn't be like a huge change. Like they wouldn't just flip spots. Like the teams wouldn't just completely flip.
I know, but I think the Suns would be better with Lillard
But they
than
wouldn't
the
be.
Trailblazers.
But he's the
would
better
be.
player, so obviously
Booker.
they're gonna be better.
I don't know about that.
No, 'cause
I still think the
The
Trailblazers, would be
Trailblazers are a
with
better
Booker.
team than the Suns without those two players in the league. If you take both those players off the
Oh
teams,
yeah, definitely.
the
Yeah, I agree
Trailblazers
with
are
that.
still miles ahead of the Suns.
Yep.
Yeah, if you just take both players out of the game, like the Blazers are still beating them.
You look baffled.
Yeah, you're acting like this is just like ridiculous.
Because you act like the Suns are a bunch of bums.
They are a bunch of
are.
bums. What are you talking about?
The Suns are trash.
Yeah, because Devin Booker.
No.
That's so bad.
Next
Okay,
year,
that-
the Lions
that
are
was-
bad because
yeah.
of Matthew Stafford.
That was
awful.
I was kidding. It's not cause him.
So,
But I don't think
So
he
his whole
helps.
argument was a lie.
I don't think he helps.
So you're just wasting our time.
They're 2-11 this year. 2-11 this year.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, who's their leading scorer?
Devin Booker. Oh, he puts a bunch of cool points and wins 2 games.
That's how you win basketball games.
He has Trevor Ariza.
You talk about winning
Garbage.
games like the point of your franchise isn't to tank. Like it doesn't matter. I'm sure they need more
Wow,
players.
Trevor Ariza.
Trevor Ariza. He's got T.J. Warren, who's averaging 16 a game.
So you
There's
wouldn't
literally
take-
one
Yes.
team in the NBA that winning games. from
DeAndre
4-4, and
Ayton,
it's the
who's
Warriors.
averaging
Everybody else is tanking and waiting for the Warriors to like disband.
Yeah.
So
16 points per
Did
game.
you mention T.J. Warren already? Did you
Yes.
say T.J. Yeah, he's a bench player on any other team.
Oh, I don't know about bench player.
Yeah, he might start on the Magic.
Big fella, you're a Pistons fan. I want to hear it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Brody.
They have Jamal Crawford.
Okay.
Wow.
They have.
40-year-old Jamal Crawford.
Okay, let's
They
look at the
just signed him
Trailblazers
too.
now.
Better than
Let's
Alfred
look at the
Camino.
Trailblazers.
Let's look at the
CJ
Trailblazers.
McCollum
Those
is
are
better than
serious.
every single one of those players you
Oh,
listed
yeah.
on the Suns combined.
Yes.
Combined.
The Blazers something serious.
Well,
Yusuf Nurkic is better than DeAndre.
Oh, look, the Blazers are 11-3 and second in their conference.
Because they're cold.
Because
the
they
regular
have,
season
because they have a
All-Star
player
team
that knows how to
better.
win games.
'Cause
Not a player who
Western
puts up points
Conference-
and wins 2 games a year.
Western
Nurkic.
Conference Kyle Lowry. I don't want to hear about
And
it.
the Suns.
Because they're cold.
Jake Layman starts on this team, and you are telling me Devin Booker is taking them to the playoffs.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't even know what to say to you right now.
What's just CJ and Dame take them to the
This
playoffs?
team has 3 white guys on their bench that play. And 2 in the starting
Okay,
lineup.
so they have a
Wisconsin
much-
had a lot of white
so
guys,
How
right?
dare you bring skin color into this argument?
Yeah,
Wisconsin-
all I
think-
care about
okay.
is high IQ, hardworking players, and you're bringing race into it.
Yeah, think about Wisconsin in college
Disgusting.
basketball. Their entire team is white, and they do well.
They missed the tournament last year.
Typically,
On their
they-
Devin Booker. Missed the tournament
I'm
last
just
year.
saying-
On their Devin Booker.
Okay, let's say
I'm
like
saying
what
Brad
year?
Davison
What year they
is
made the
better than
national-
Devin
okay.
Booker.
Think about the
No.
year they made the national championship game and lost to Duke. They had like all white guys.
Okay, I was kidding, obviously. We obviously know that white people are usually less good basketball
Do
players.
we know that?
Are we allowed to say that on this podcast?
Yeah. Do you think that's an okay thing to say in the current racial climate we live in?
Do you know how hard it is to be a white male?
Okay, let's just stop right there.
That's the biggest
Let's just
lie
forget.
of all
I don't even want to
time.
talk about basketball anymore. Let's get into some college football.
Oh yeah, we
then,
can talk
'cause we gotta
about
do some
some
picks.
SEC has some huge games lined up this week to
I still
try and
want to
get
talk
2
about
teams
Devin
into the playoff.
I
Nobody wants to
don't.
hear about it.
Nobody, yeah, no.
Save that for next
Devin
week.
Booker's good.
Devin
Okay,
Booker's on
so-
his Michigan.
Alabama.
Not on his Michigan. Devin Booker's on his... Who we putting up stats in college football and not win crap?
Minnesota.
I don't know if they be putting up the stats.
Big
fella.
fella,
Purdue.
like 2-9.
Yeah.
It's like Purdue college basketball. They just
Yeah.
kind of win like 30 games every year and still lose first round. But anyway, Alabama has a huge game this week with the
It's huge.
Citadel.
No, oh yeah.
And then
plays UMass.
Georgia will be taking on the huge giants of football in the Northeast,
Minutemen.
UMass. SEC, more elite competition.
Who else does the SEC play this weekend?
Oh,
Well, we got Middle Tennessee against Kentucky.
And then
Oh,
Florida
Tennessee's
has
winning.
a late
Tennessee has a
November
history of
matchup
beating
against
good teams.
Idaho.
Florida and Idaho.
that
That would be
right?
a good matchup.
Hold on, I have something about this argument we're making. I know they play easy teams. I know they only play 8-game schedule.
Don't you sympathize
Do
with the
not
SEC.
sympathize
If
with
you
the SEC.
if you think the Big 12, the Big 10 is better than the SEC,
Nobody
this year,
said that.
Okay,
Not
then how
one
are we
person.
slandering the SEC when
I'm
they're
just
clear cut the best
so
conference
considering
in
them for
football?
playing bad
They play that
teams.
team in the best conference.
Because why are we playing? Why is Alabama
Why do they
playing
need
the
to play that
Citadel?
team?
Yeah, but I see what
Yeah,
you're
I don't
saying.
see
but
Michigan scheduling the Citadel. I don't see Ohio State scheduling
I
the
just
Citadel.
I hope you guys don't think that those are better teams. That the Big Ten's better than.
We're not
SEC.
saying that.
I don't
Just
think
like slander.
Kentucky's good at all, and I
But
think
the
that was
slander,
proved.
and that's just
I
not-
think-
it
I think
doesn't
Auburn's
play.
terrible.
I still think Kentucky's beating anyone in the Big Ten except Ohio State and Michigan.
Okay, that's not
That's
an awful
fair.
take, but I think they're very similar to like, they're like a southern Wisconsin at this point.
Prime Wisconsin, yes.
Yeah,
not
like
Wisconsin
good
this year.
Wisconsin, like
Yeah.
can pretty much just run the ball and play decent defense.
They're
Yeah.
running back for something serious.
Yeah, quarterback is not. If you're losing games to Tennessee, I don't know.
I
what
think
to-
Tennessee's better this year though.
No.
They're like 5-4.
I think their two
They're
SEC
around-
wins are Auburn and Kentucky.
They're around 500. Tennessee.
And
That's
Auburn,
not-
there's no
that's-
reason
Yeah,
they
but
should
it's
be
true.
ranked.
Haven't they been much better in the past?
In the way past.
They've really been not that good every single year, and every year people say that Tennessee's going to be good this year, and
Who said Tennessee was gonna be good this year?
it's like analysts and stuff.
Tennessee fans.
Paul Feinbaum gets on his.
Yeah.
Tennessee's
Tennessee is
5-5
better than
this
the
year.
best team in the Big
That's not
Ten.
that good.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
I'm about to go
it's
to
not
bed.
bad
Let me
either.
wind up.
So they're the second worst team in their division right now, and they're 5-5. Who's the second worst team in the Big Ten East?
Would it be Indiana?
Indiana probably. They're about. I guess they're 5-5 too, but
Yeah, it's
In
Rutgers the
Maryland.
worst at 2-9.
I don't know. I just
or
think the
2-8.
SEC's way more competitive than the
1
Big Ten
and
this
9.
year. I don't think that's even an argument.
Yeah.
So I think the worst
it's
team
the
in SEC.
same as is every year to me. Like 3 good teams at the top, and then everybody else is pretty mediocre.
I just think it's stupid.
Georgia,
Alabama
Kentucky,
schedules
Florida,
some
Alabama,
cupcake in the
LSU,
middle
Mississippi
at the end of the
State,
year.
Texas A&M, Auburn. I think they're all better than a lot of Big Ten teams.
However, this year I think the Big Ten only has 2 teams at the top, where
Yeah.
there's usually 5 teams that are all pretty good. This year there's only 2, and everybody else is struggling.
This is a down year for the Big Ten for sure.
100%.
You guys want to get into picks? Since we're winding down.
Yep, Alabama, Citadel. Who you got and why?
No,
Citadel,
come
Alabama
on.
sucks.
How
Let's
many,
do some,
how
like-
many
let's do some
points is
closer.
Citadel getting?
Let's talk about
Is there even a spread on it?
predict the
points.
Suns.
They don't even have a spread on it.
So Devin Booker can drop 40 points and have some
point-
cool highlights, but lose.
Citadel's a
They don't even have.
0.1% chance
They don't even
of
have
winning.
stats on ESPN. Look at this.
Yeah.
Citadel doesn't even have
Literally
like,
a high school
pass.
team.
Have a team.
I can't believe the SEC deals with this level of competition week in and week out.
Someone give me.
Amazing.
No, but let's do
Are there any marquee college football matches?
yeah, Syracuse and Notre Dame.
I got Syracuse.
Syracuse.
I got Notre Dame. I think it's
Notre
gonna
Dame.
be a similar game to like Northwestern. Like it's gonna be that type of game. Like they play against almost every team.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's good
wins.
this year.
Yeah.
All right.
Syracuse
Who else plays?
fun.
We could do Michigan State, Nebraska.
I got Nebraska.
It's actually a good game.
Michigan
Do you-
State.
I have Michigan State winning, but
Nice.
Nebraska's
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 defense is
not that
bad.
Nebraska's
doing
defense
a
is
lot
terrible,
better.
and their
Our
offense
offense
is
is below terrible.
Well, yeah,
So
but
mid.
we can score on terrible teams like Maryland, but we can't.
Well, they still only scored 24 though, and I think
Okay, but
Nebraska scored 31 on
Yeah,
Ohio
that's
State,
young, though.
and Michigan State scored 6. So I think there's something to be said about Nebraska's
I'm playing
offense being pretty
Rumble,
good.
right there.
Michigan State's defense is pretty good too, though.
It's good, but I think if Nebraska can score
I don't
more than
think-
24 points, they win that
I don't
game.
think they have a chance to win.
Did he
Nebraska.
just knock on that?
And it's at home, and they're starting to get their momentum together. I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting game, but Nebraska wins.
Who else
I
is
think
this
Michigan State wins
weekend?
by two.
we
two
got.
scores.
Any good
Let's
games?
see, we got Iowa State and Texas. That's not a very
Iowa
great
State-
game.
I
Wait, where's it
refuse
at?
to predict that.
Where's it at?
Where's that?
Ooh, it is. I think it's at Texas.
Oh,
I got Texas.
I have Texas.
Do we wanna
Iowa
predict
State can't win away
Chiefs
from
and
home.
Rams.
Pick your
Rams.
Do you have Texas?
I don't. Iowa State's winning.
I got Iowa State.
I don't know
All right,
why, but
Rams
Chiefs and Rams. I have an opinion on this. This will be the beginning of the Chiefs' annual choke. Rams are going to win by 2 scores because they're coming off. Well, I guess not coming off.
I
but
think
they
it'll be
just lost.
42-45, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that happening, but I think this is the year.
Where's it at?
it's in
It doesn't
at the
matter.
Chiefs,
I don't
right?
care. Rams are
NFL is
winning.
not as important.
Rams are winning.
Yeah,
Well, that's just my opinion.
I think the Rams
Chiefs
have a
are
better
good, though.
team.
Yeah,
Chiefs
the
are good
Rams
offense,
have a
their
defense.
Yeah, Chiefs defense.
Even
The gap between the Rams defense and Chiefs defense is way bigger than the gap between the offense. Because I think we agree the Chiefs have a better offense.
Well, the
Yeah.
Rams
But
offense
the
is
Rams-
so serious too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Chiefs I'd say is
Gurley,
Probably
Brandon
better.
Cooks, and Goff.
I've
I
got
don't
the
know.
I've
And
got
Robert
the
Not
Woods.
players, but actual like production. I think
yeah,
the Chiefs.
yeah,
With that
a little
said,
better.
I have the Rams by 10.
I think the Rams win because I think the Chiefs are going to begin to fall downhill and annually choke to the Patriots, and the Patriots go to the Super Bowl and win it again.
Rams. I don't know by how much though. I just feel they're a better team.
Rams by a field goal and a safety.
Rams by 7.
That makes sense.
All right, Logan came in with a hot take. Said Citadel was beating Alabama.
It's true. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening.
Hold on, one more pick. Michigan or Villanova?
I got Nova.
No.
No.
I think it'll be low scoring. It'll be very low.
Come on.
scoring.
I think Nova by 20.
You stopped the wrap up for that. All right,
I
guys.
said Nova by 9.
Thank you guys so much for listening.